Thanks for watching Halftime TV. This is Leon Bailey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Hello, welcome to another episode, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. And this evening, we're doing it a little bit later because the squad for the Reggae Boyz for Copa America 2024 was a couple of hours ago announced. Now, some big names have been re-added or included in the squad that Coach Heimer Hallgrimson stated or revealed for the tournament. And there were some question marks around Mikel Antonio after the last World Cup qualifying game. News since surfaced that he was rested for that second game in preparation for the Copa America tournament. Now, we'll be going through the squad and we'll be inviting you, the viewers and subscribers, to share your thoughts on who you think should have been included and some omissions that maybe you think should have been given an opportunity to represent Jamaica at the Copa America tournament. But the big topic this evening and the big topic that we will be discussing during this show is, will Leon Bailey be a part of the Copa America squad? All right. Now, I did a little bit of research before I came on here because I wanted a bit of clarity, and I'll get into that and more a little bit later on in the show. Remember, if you're new to Halftime TV, smash the like button and subscribe for notification for future content, as well as remember, leave those thoughts, your comments, everything, leave them in the comment section. All right, and always keep it respectful. Okay, so I won't go on any much longer. I'm just going to get to the squad because I think everyone wants to hear who's included in the squad and who is not. Initially, a list of names came out. People were saying Dujon Whisper Richards was a part of it. Well, he was a part of an original list that I saw. Subsequently, we received a list, an updated list that did not have Whisper's name on it. So the names that have been announced and confirmed for Copa America, and this is the Reggae Boyz squad, are as follows. So for goalkeepers, we have Konya Boyce Clark, Jamali Waite, Shaquan Davis, Andre Blake returns. So the captain Andre Blake returns. I think since the last squad where we had Jaden Hibbert included, I think it was always going to be Blake coming back in, and chances are walking right into the starting lineup if he's fit. All right, so for defenders, we have Dexter Lembikisa, Deshaun Bernard, Greg Lee, Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Richard King, Wes Hardin, Ethan Pinnock, John Bell, and Amari Bell. Okay, so the last squad, we had Tavon Gray as a part of that list of players. He misses out as well. So Tavon Gray misses out, as I said before, and I'll be going through it again. Dexter Lembikisa, Deshaun Bernard, Greg Lee, Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Richard King, Wesley Hardin, Ethan Pinnock, John Bell, and Amari Bell. Those are the defenders who will be representing Jamaica at Copa America, unless something changes, obviously. So naturally, and that's the case with all international teams, when they're going into major tournaments, if a player is injured, we have players on standby who come right in. All right, so for midfielders, we have Casey Palmer, Kevon Lambert, Bobby Reed, Alex Marshall, Joel Latibodier, Karai Anderson. I think Alex Marshall, the name that pops out, and I think a lot of people were saying Alex Marshall should have been a part of the World Cup qualifying squad that was named a couple of weeks ago. Well, he was actually there. Anyway, so a bunch of people were saying not Alex Marshall, but a lot of people wanted to see Junior Fleming as a part of the list of players. He still not included. So the midfielders remain the same. Kevon Lambert, Bobby Reed. We have Joel Latibodier, Karai Anderson, Casey Palmer, Alex Marshall. So those are the midfielders. Again, there were cries for Junior Fleming, not included still. Now, the forward line is where it gets interesting, and I think a lot of heads were turned this evening when the names were announced. Now, These are the forwards who will be representing Jamaica at the Copa America. And I'm going to start with Kaheem Dixon because for me, him and Shamar Nicholson, two first names on the list, especially on the back of the World Cup qualifying performances. Okay, so Kaheem Dixon, we have Shamar Nicholson, we have Mikel Antonio, and as I mentioned a little bit earlier, Mikel Antonio was rested for that second World Cup qualifying game, looking forward to this, the Copa America tournament. So he was sent to America, so Mikel Antonio is actually in the United States already, based on the information that we received, okay? We have Demari Gray, couple of I want to say weeks. Anyway, a couple of weeks ago, I'll say, Demari Gray suffered a horrific injury while playing in Saudi Pro League, as he does. And I think there were questions, there were concerns that it was a concussion. It was not. It appeared it was an issue with his shoulder. Hopefully, he would have been fully recovered by the time the Copa America kicks off. Fully recovered and fit, because recovery is one thing, but getting fully fit is the other. All right, so we have Shamar Nicholson, Ronaldo Cephas, which for most people was the bright spark from the World Cup qualifying games. We have Mikel Antonio, Demari Gray, Kaheem Dixon, and last but not least, Jamaica's superstar, Leon Bailey. All right, no. Seeing Leon Bailey's name in this list, and if for those who've been paying attention on the cut on CVM TV, I think it was maybe last week, there was an episode where Leon Bailey was a part of the show. He was a guest on the show along with Valiant, a popular entertainer. I think everyone knows Valiant. And Leon Bailey said he was taking a break from the national team indefinitely to work on his mental health, and etc., etc. So if you haven't gotten the chance to watch that interview, you can go ahead and check it. I think it should be on YouTube by now. But Wayne Marshall, he did the interview, and it's kind of like an informal setting, the cut, where sitting like a barbershop setup, and they have conversation. Wayne Marshall was saying, we really want to see you back in the team and all of that. Leon Bailey was expressing some thoughts as to why he wasn't representing Jamaica. Also, in the interview that he did with Let's Be Honest podcast a couple of months ago, when they basically quizzed him on basically you're not being serious, saying you're not going to be representing Jamaica, and his response was, and this is me quoting him, why would I put on a party if I were planning to play for Jamaica? Right? Remember, the Copa America kicks off on the 21st. Jamaica's first game is on the 22nd. Right? So Copa America, for those who don't know, unless my information is wrong, as a matter of fact, let me double check it, because I don't want to be on here saying things that aren't so. So as we speak, I'm checking the start date for the Copa America, because I'm pretty sure it kicks off the 21st of June. As a matter of fact, it kicks off on the 20th. No. Yeah. So the kickoff, the official kickoff for the Copa America, first game, Argentina versus Canada, is Thursday, June 20. So the first game is June 20. The official kickoff ceremony, it appears to be on the Friday. Okay, so Copa America, basically June 20. June 21 to July 15 is the duration of the tournament. It spans that period. Jamaica's first game is Saturday, June 22nd against Mexico. Again, the Copa America tournament. This is why it's Labor Day project. Jamaica's first game for the Copa America tournament is Saturday, June 22, 2024. Okay? Leon Bailey said, why would I be promoting my party? And this party is being heavily promoted by Ramesh Entertainment. He said, why would I be promoting my party if I were planning on representing Jamaica? Now, Leon Bailey's party, Drip Season, I think it's June 21st. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure if it's not June 21st, it's June 22nd, but I think it's June 21st. I did some checks because I wanted to find out what was happening. Is it a case where Leon Bailey would be joining the squad after his party? That was my question. And the answer I received was yes. Because first and foremost, remember, we've had instances in the past where players have been announced, the Jamaica Football Federation or the coach comes out and says, this player will be a part of the squad, and then we see other things happening, right? It does matriculate, we see different things. So before I came and did this video, what I did, I made a few phone calls, I sent a couple messages just to confirm that the information was accurate before I came out. Again, we hear the names listed, but that's just on the surface. I didn't just want to come out and read all the names. So I did a couple checks. I made a few calls and I was told that Leon Bailey is confirmed to represent Jamaica at Copa America. My follow-up question was, what does that mean? Because he's having his party. Is it a case that he'd be joining after the party? The information I received was yes, he'd be joining up with the squad after his party. No, I don't know in which other country or in what other national team this basically a player can say, okay, wait, I'm having a party. As soon as my party, my event is over, then I'll join you guys and play some football. This is Leon Bailey's party. We expect him to have a good time. Maybe a day or two afterwards to recover. And for the Copa America, you only guaranteed a couple of games. So it's not a case where you're guaranteed to go on to the next round. You're guaranteed a couple of games based on the groups that you're in. All right. So in Jamaica's group, we have Ecuador, Venezuela, and Mexico. So you're guaranteed 3 games. Right? Based on the information that I got, Leon Bailey would miss the first game then. So he'd basically be going to Copa America to play 2 guaranteed games. Okay? And again, remember, this is just me making sense of the information that I got. This is just me making sense, because if your party is on Friday the 21st, assuming I got the date right, because I'm seeing it in a minute, the promotions, I expect it to be on Ramesh Entertainment's page, but I'll check that out afterwards. But someone in the comment section, correct me if I'm wrong, I think drip season is the 21st, it's June 21st, which is what, a Friday? June 22nd is a Saturday, right? If drip season is the 21st, Jamaica's first game against Mexico is the 22nd, right? Basically, we can assume that he'll be missing the first game, right? Exactly. So I'm going to get to that mind game. So after that, what happened was Leon Bailey posted to his Instagram, and I hope, let me see if everybody can see this. So this is Leon Bailey's Instagram, basically 10 minutes after the squad was announced. Okay, so Leon Bailey's Instagram 10 minutes after the squad was announced, saying misleading information. Now, this cryptic message, it could mean a lot of things. It could mean a lot of things. It could mean it's not a case where I'll be joining the squad after my party. It's a case where I won't be having my party and I will be going out to represent Jamaica, which, again, this is the lesser of the two, right? The next thing that it could mean is I didn't agree to joining up with the national team. As I indicated before, I am on break from the senior national team. And what you're doing now is you're misleading the public. Now, I am led to believe personally, and again, this is just me reasoning with common sense. I think the second option sounds more like it, don't? So if you're in the comment section and you think I'm making sense, that the second option makes more sense, that Leon Bailey is basically saying to the powers that be that, hey, what are you guys doing? Why are you misleading the public? Let me know. Because this is the same thing. Similar thing happened when it was announced that Leon Bailey is being punished or suspended from the team for disciplinary reasons. It was a similar situation, Similar situation. The coach came out, they asked him about Leon Bailey. He made a remark, and then Leon Bailey came out and said, no, not the case. Let's get this right here. So is it a case where we have a similar situation right now where the coach comes out and says something and then Leon Bailey is refuting those claims straight off the bat? Because as I said, I spoke with folks on the inside, close to the coaching team, etc., and they told me that Leon Bailey is confirmed for the team. They told me that Leon Bailey will be joining up with the team after his event, right? Which, again, that in and of itself is ludicrous, right? It's one of those where you can't even wrap your mind around it. But let's just take that with a grain of salt and say, okay, that is the case. Leon Bailey just did an interview like a week ago, right? Saying he's taking a break to work on his mental health because whenever he plays for Jamaica, XYZ, blah, blah, blah. You know the works. You know what the narrative has been whenever Leon Bailey plays for Jamaica, and you've seen the interview that he's done in the past. And he said until some of those requests or some of the concerns that he's shared or addressed, then he will not be returning to the national team. Anyway, it's good to see Demarai Gray back with the team. I think he's been our X factor over the last couple of months, or as a matter of fact, since he first put on that black, green, and gold for Jamaica, he's been the X factor. He's been the main man. Cephas, good to see him again. I would have loved to see Deshane Beckford in the squad as well. I think he's one of those players who comes on and has an impact. Unfortunately, the last outing, he didn't really leave the mark that he would have wanted. But again, he's a favorite of mine, and I'm always lobbying for him. It's really important to see JFF and the coach really doing these things. It's all right. So I've outlined everything to you, the viewers and subscribers, and I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are, because I think in and of itself, everything that's happening right now and playing out in front of us, it's hilarious. It's amusing, and I think those who aren't a part of Jamaican football and those who are outside looking in, they're basically laughing and shaking their heads as well. We are still not sure if Leon Bailey will be a part of the 2024 Copa America squad. The Jamaica Football Federation appears to be saying one thing, and Leon Bailey, based on that cryptic post, appears to be saying another thing, right? We are currently in a state of wait and see. What's happening? It's a pride representing Jamaica, is it? We're currently in a state of wait and see. So I am waiting. Again, Copa America kicks off next week. So it's not that long of a wait, eh? And I think a lot of conversation, a lot of dialogue can happen between now and then. And hopefully it will be a case where we see Leon Bailey representing Jamaica. I know he still divides opinions. And as this video states, or the thumbnail for the video, Leon Limbo, he is still in limbo, because on one hand, he's saying he doesn't want to represent Jamaica until a lot of things are addressed and he's back to a state mentally to go out and represent Jamaica. And on the other hand, we're seeing the Jamaica Football Federation coming out and saying he is coming and he will be playing for Jamaica. So again, we're waiting. We're waiting. Someone in the comments said we will hear more tomorrow, saying the JFF jumped the gun. I expect, and this is my assumption, that conversations would have been happening behind the scenes. However, because of the timelines for them to announce the squad, that's why they went ahead, and maybe the conversations were positive. Maybe the talks were going well. And as a result, they came out and they announced it, and they said Leon Bailey was a part of it. But at the same time, if there are conversations going on and conversations are going well, I think Leon Bailey could have possibly waited until tomorrow to drop a post on his Instagram to say, no, that's not the case. Because, again, and I think a lot of times, too, social media get the best of it, right? And that's me putting it plain and simple. And it's been a situation like that, especially with Leon Bailey over the past couple of years. But again, we are all just going to have to wait and see. Will it be a case of Leon Bailey joining the Reggae Boys team after his huge event, drip season? And if he does, is that really a good look for the coach and the team, and like setting the ground rules or setting the boundaries for who's in charge? And because quite frankly, if that is the case, then like it just seems as if Leon Bailey is the man running the show, right? And that's my opinion. Because if you're a player and you're serious about representing the team in a major tournament, there's no way you can be missing the first game regardless of original plans or initial plans that were made. Missing the first game, which may very well be one of the decisive games. And remember, you only guaranteed 3 games. Right? You only guaranteed 3 games. And name the teams that we'll be playing against. Mexico, always a tough opponent for Jamaica. Mexico is our first game, and Leon Bailey will be missing that game. So him joining up with the team after his party, chances are he joins maybe the Saturday, which is the same day that Jamaica plays Mexico. Then he won't play that game. We don't expect him to play that game. Maybe a couple of days to get back or to recover after a night out, and then to play the remaining 2 games. I don't know. Also, what does it say to the rest of the team members? What does it say to the rest of the team members? You can do anything and you can join the squad whenever, because there isn't any clear order in the squad. But it couldn't, that may very well be just me assuming, and that may very well not be the case. As I said, it's information I received. Leon Bailey would be joining up with the squad after his party, after his event. Joke thing, right? Big joke thing, in my opinion. But Leon Bailey coming out and saying misleading information, as you saw I shared on the screen just now, that's another conversation, because Jamaica Football Federation, they've done it before, and a couple, even with the powers that be at the JFF right now, they've done it in instances where they've announced that games at the National Stadium will be free for certain individuals or for teenagers, etc., and then they've retracted it. They've announced that games will be free for those who are folks will be allowed free access to grandstand. I think the game against Canada, there were some confusion saying, okay, maybe the game will be free, maybe not. So from a communications perspective, I think the Jamaica Football Federation, they've jumped the gun before, and that's me putting it mildly. Okay? So whichever the situation is, it doesn't bide well, and I'm waiting patiently to see how this one plays out. But I'll turn it over to you, the viewers and subscribers, now to hear what your thoughts are on this entire situation that's playing out in front of our eyes. Again, the squad members for Copa America, and this is the Reggae Boys team 2024, are as follows. The goalkeepers: Shaquan Davis, Andre Blake, Konya Boyce Clark, Jamali Waite. Defenders: Dexter Lembikisa, Deshaun Bernard, Greg Lay, Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Richard King, Wes Harding, Ethan Pinnock, John Bell, Amari Bell. Midfielders: Casey Palmer, Kevin Lambert, Bobby Reed, Alex Marshall, Joel Latibodier, Karoy Anderson. For forwards, we have Shamar Nicholson, Ronaldo Cephas, Mikel Antonio, Demari Gray, Kaheem Dixon, and with a big asterisk next to his name, Leon Bailey. Halftime TV, and we're saying we're leaving it there for now, and we're turning, real joking, bro. Once Demari Gray fit, I'm good with. Squad home is true, I agree. We're leaving it there for now, and we're turning it over to you, the viewers and subscribers. Let's hear what your thoughts are on whether Leon Bailey will be joining the squad, and this entire situation that's happening right now with the Jamaica Football Federation, who appear to have jumped the gun yet another time. And confusion for the fans, confusion for all those involved. I'm pretty sure Leon Bailey, sitting at home and seeing or hearing his name announced, is as confused as you and I. But we'll see. As I said, in the next couple of days, we will find out for sure what the situation is. drip season, the 21st of June. Jamaica's first game against Mexico, the 22nd of June. Can it happen? Will it happen? Does it even make sense to get Leon Bailey on a plane to the United States after his party to play 2 games of the 3 guaranteed games? Let's hear what your thoughts are. And remember, like, share, subscribe. Until next time, have a wonderful night. Peace.